I'm pretty sure there are certain departments in the church that people can do, like audio team.
Yeah.
Like there's always
Right.
anybody can do, I guess. I mean, provided you get the training. But
Right,
why
right.
did you want to get into the worship team?
Good question.
Should I go?
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, pretty
Some-
much. See, it all bottles down to two things for me. One is the gift, and the second is the calling. Gift is obviously when you say you worship, you're in the worship team. First, really, like the criteria would be to sing, to be able to sing. No matter how good you are, but to be part of the team, you have to be singing. And then also, it's not only about singing. Also, like you said, there are different teams in the church which works for a Sunday service to be done, to be organized and stuff like that. But I also see the part of calling in it, right? You can't just go there and sing because you can sing. You can sing. For me, I'm a worship leader right now, but I started as a usher in my church. Okay, I can still sing.
nice.
When I was usher, I was still able to sing. I'm a singer. I know that I can do some good job or at least an average job, but still I'm an usher because maybe I didn't feel that I'm confident enough to be there leading people into God's presence. We all have a certain time for that to know the calling. It's not just because you're able to sing doesn't mean you're a worship leader. But definitely you can worship on a daily basis. You can spend the time with God. But for you to become a worship leader or get into a position of leading people towards God, you definitely need that calling, is what I feel. So for me, it's all about knowing church first, knowing the church, knowing what happens in the church, knowing how church deals with things and what's the in and out of church and everything. And then is when I got an opportunity to really lead worship. I feel it's a process. It's not just a decision. Like I said, these two things. One is being able to sing, and the second one is calling. Pretty much, yeah.
It's interesting. You were an usher in your church.
Yeah. Oh, I was part of the welcome team as well.
Oh.
I think
Media.
you
Pretty
also
much.
did Sunday school, right?
I did Sunday school. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
So it's a
That's
gradual
where I
growth
started.
for him.
Yeah, long back. Yeah.
Oh my
Did
goodness,
everything
there's
from
so
there.
many topics. Yeah.
You found your way to the worship,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about
Yeah.
you, Steven?
So for me, like I've always been into worship, like right from the beginning stages of my life. So my dad's a worship leader back in the day, and so I've always been exposed to music. But before like joining New City, so I've been at New City right from the start, right before it was called New City Church also. And so I was in a tough season in my life back then, and so dad's a pastor. We have a church, but my office was close to Gachibowli. So, I was not doing anything during the week. And so that was when New City actually, like they had a Friday service. They didn't start off with a Sunday service. They had a Friday service. So I was thinking, I'm not doing anything with my week. So let me just go and, receive the word, because I'd heard Pastor Ben speaking and I was like really inspired by his message and all of that. So when I went to the church, there was already a worship leader there. They already had a worship team, and they kind of knew me. So as soon as they saw me, they're like, okay, you can play keys. So I said, that's all I'm going to do. I don't want to lead worship because I'm already doing that at my father's church. So I don't want to do worship. I just want to play keys for a while. And then that happened for a few months, and then suddenly the worship leader left.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was there.
And well, I wouldn't say that was a call of God or something, but
That's
I
God.
had to.
Yeah.
That was God?
That's God. Yeah. that's how it happens.
Yeah.
So I had to like fill in, and that was where the whole thing started. And
Nice.
that was where, I started leading worship.
Okay. Does your dad still run the?
Yeah, he still does. Now I take care of one service at church, and then I go back and take care of my dad's church as well.
Wow.
Oh wow.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
That's a
For me, it all started right from my childhood. I come from a rich family with where music was there in all the three generations, right from the time of my grandfather. His name is Dr. Kodamanchili Wilson. you guys might be knowing the song Telugu paata entadi Pradhana Vinude Pavanada. All the songs were written by my grandfather. So Samarpana Jayemu Pravunaku Siluve Naksaranam, all these well-known Telugu songs were written by him. So I come from a family of music. He is a very good violin player. మా మమ్మీ వాళ్ళు పాటలు పాడుతూ ఉండేవారు ఆ టైంలో ఇన్ 80s తెలుగు క్రిస్మస్ సాంగ్స్ ఉన్నాయంటే మా క్యాసెట్లు ఉండే అనమాట ఆ టైంలో. సో యా, దట్స్ హౌ ఇట్ స్టార్టెడ్. బట్ ఐ born and raised worship leader అన్నది ఇట్స్ సంథింగ్ దట్ ఐ ఆల్వేస్ స్ట్రగుల్డ్ విత్. I'll be very honest because my roots are Baptist and Brethren. So you know how it is. So Maku, I have my own challenges when I came to Hyderabad or when I went. The first time, I think Doordarshan anukunta, when I seen Elanana and Krupalana singing Stuti Aradhana Prabhunake reggae style లో చేస్తుంటే అయ్యో తెలుగు పాటలు ఎలా చేస్తామా అని నాకు అసలు that's a completely new concept అనమాట అది. That was
way ahead of their times.
way ahead of their times. And also మాకు అంటే నేను నసాపూర్లో పెరిగాను till my +1 +2 I did it in నసాపూర్. సో నాకు అక్కడ తెలుగు కమ్యూనిటీసే మోస్ట్లీ. బట్ మా ఫ్యామిలీలో how it all started, I mean, when it comes to English singing, it was always like my grandma used to encourage us. మీరు ఇంగ్లీష్ పాడంటారు తెలుగు బాగా పాడరని. వీ హ్యావ్ ఎ వెరీ ఒక విబ్రేటో ఉంటుంది మా వాయిసెస్లో. సో మై తాతగారు ఇట్ కమ్స్ ఫ్రమ్ మై గ్రాండ్ ఫాదర్. సో ఇట్స్ లైక్ మీరు తెలుగు పాడకండి ఇంగ్లీషే పాడండి బాగుంటుంది అనేది. సో వీఆర్ ఆల్వేస్ ఇంటిగ్రిటీ మ్యూజిక్. సో వీవర్ రాన్ కెనోలీ, డాన్ మోయిన్, అల్వన్ స్లాటర్, these are our gods of music anamata. Sorry, not the right word, but small you know G. What I'm trying to say.
Please don't
small G.
Whatever they say as theological advice, you're already adding it in the disclaimer.
Thank you for the disclaimer. No, that's not what I meant, but I hope you guys understand. So they were like abba unte ela undale anedi adi nenu first time ikkada Sounds of the Nation sale there చూసాను. When it comes to Telugu music, when they're doing it ఈ స్టైల్ కూడా మనం చేయొచ్చు అని. But since I was always first when I started singing, I mean, like we always consider ourselves as singers. Worship leader another concept that was relatively new for us for a very long time, me or for my sister as well. So for a very long time I was okay calling myself as a worshipper. When people say you're a worship leader, I never used to like it. Because there is a sense of responsibility that comes. That's a very big word. You are an ambassador to God. నువ్వు ఒక స్టేజ్ మీద లేకపోతే ఒక చర్చ్లో ఒక పుల్పిట్ దగ్గర నుంచొని ఆరాధిస్తుంటే పీపుల్ అండ్ you're encouraging people to worship with you, along with you. That's what you're trying to do there. And you're singing to an audience of one. Yeah, that's what. At the end of the day, it's not about you. And that was a challenge that was always there. It's not about me at all there. It's only about you. So yeah, to be very honest with you guys, like for the last 2 years, when people say I'm a worship leader, I was okay to take it because now I actually when I moved to Hyderabad, that's when I came into a church. I think I'm prolonging it. But
No, please
you
go
guys
ahead.
can edit it out.
No,
That's fine.
no, please go ahead.
So that's how I have now it's like being a worship leader, and now I have a team like 10 people around me. So I have a responsibility where I have to keep my life in check as well, which is something I always struggled with. True. I have to keep myself in check. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఇంకొకరికి చెప్తున్నానంటే నేను కూడా అది పాటించాలి. కమింగ్ ఆన్ టైమ్ ఫస్ట్ థింగ్, దట్స్ సంథింగ్ దట్ వి స్ట్రగల్. అండ్ ఆల్ మై చర్చ్ లో అందరూ న్యూలీ వెడ్స్. సో ఇట్స్ అ ఛాలెంజ్ ఫర్ దెమ్. పొద్దున్న 8 o'clock ఉండాలి, 7 o'clock ఉండాలి. బట్ సంథింగ్ దట్ వీఆర్ వర్కింగ్ అవుట్, అండ్ ఐ థింక్ మై టీమ్ ఇస్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ అలైన్డ్. ఐ థింక్ దే విల్ వాచ్ దిస్ లేటర్.